Sneeze now.
Let it out, man. Let it out. Ugh.
Don't start yet. Let me sneeze first.
Let him sneeze.
Sneeze? Alright, get it. Get it out.
I can't anymore, damn it.
Dude, it's gonna happen.
You're gonna sneeze right when we get on.
I know.
You should.
Just look at a bright light. Look at a bright light.
Does that work?
I don't know.
What? Look at a bright light?
People
God,
say that's like,
Is he
like
going to heaven? What is that?
the idea of making
Aim for the light, Rip. Aim for the light. Head towards the light.
Bro, this is
Right
crazy.
now, no.
All right.
I really hope you're muted again.
Nope. Don't sneeze. We're bringing it in.
It's good now, dude. We're good.
I hope so. All right. We're good. We're good. All right. We're in. BOOMcast. It's crazy. We had a little mishap on the first one, but we're back.
Cammy got bigger.
With another one.
Oh, yeah.
Suiken still messing around with his background for this intro. He can't find a proper position to place his
This happened
cammies.
so quick, guys. I had to like shop it all quick.
All right. But yeah, we're back with another one. We had another one pretty recently, but there was a lot of news. I didn't say the close to close.
No,
Back to back.
So I'm going to be looking at Suiken this entire BOOMcast.
Suiken. You need to make them. You may need to make another one and reverse it so that they can go back to back, just like these BOOMcasts.
Close to close.
Back to back. Yeah, close to close.
Close to close, back to back,
They left.
Oh,
And then
Damn, Suiken just got banished to the freaking nether realms. We're gonna be talking about that too.
Should we just talk about this
You guys
first?
talk,
Because
you guys
this is like the biggest topic on everyone's brain right now.
It does seems to be like everybody's hot topic. Street Fighter 6, they dropped a new trailer today. They had some characters returning, and oh my goodness, look at that screenshot. That is crazy.
I'm glad you really haven't moved it from that frame, huh? It's been stuck there forever.
Dude,
This is what it's like, dude. See, look, Dirt Minder's in chat.
Is
and he's
fucking crazy, bro. Cammy stand roundhouse. I didn't animate this, okay? Capcom knows what they're doing, but
It's about 10:30 on the clock right there.
mhm. That's true.
10:30.
Yeah.
It's looking like 10:30 to me. You're right.
Yeah.
It's 10:30 right there,
The
dude.
trailer roll. Why is the trailer not working now? Everything's
my
broken,
God.
dude.
Honestly,
video.
chat.
It's
Look,
Twitter video.
I gotta let
Ugh.
people know when
1 second.
when you
I'll
make a
reload it.
podcast, everything breaks as soon as it starts. It's impressive.
It's true.
Like we've done this how many times? This is like number 49 or something of the BOOMcast.
It's true.
And as Dirt Miner said, this is like ICFC without the matches. It's the same thing. It's the same cast of characters you get. It's what you're used to seeing for the show. But yeah, this is the trailer here for Street Fighter 6. If you guys haven't seen it, Zangief revealed unmasked. Yeah.
Dude, I only seen
like
this like right before we went live, so I didn't even see like the middle section. I only saw a little bit of the Zangief part, a little bit of the
So
Cammy.
you skipped Lily completely. You
I
don't even know
haven't-
who she is.
Nope, haven't even seen her yet.
And he's got this chop, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. I wonder if those like target combos.
Oh, the
Yeah, it
stomp,
looks
stomp,
like it.
stomp looks like his ultra stuff. He had something like that in the Omega version.
But it looks like a 3-hit. It was like a 3-hit string or something back then, because it looks like it's 3 separate hits. And this is a wall splat
special
headbutt lariat
move.
combo.
Yeah.
Special
Yeah,
move.
I
You could
counter.
do like 2 hits or 3 hits, depending on the strength you did.
Okay.
He still has air SPD with the combo.
Whoa, that was like the Street Fighter 5
Oh,
lariat,
that-
V-trigger lariat, the sideways
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The animation. I like he starts talking about his muscles and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's beefy as hell. Like,
I love the end here with his
dude,
smoke coming out of his nose.
what the-
Doom.
he is
So,
a
you
thick
know how
boy.
he loses his mask
Damn.
early? Is that gonna be like a thing again, where a piece of the clothing falls off when he's fighting?
Like Soul Calibur stuff. Where you
like-
break their
I don't
clothes
think
off.
anyone, I don't think any of the characters do that in the betas, so it might not be a
True.
thing.
Yeah, and this is Lily.
Yeah.
People like say that she's obviously somehow related to T-Hawk. Maybe not
daughter,
family,
I
but
heard from like lore.
Yeah,
or
everyone said
something.
daughter.
I don't know if is it acted the daughter?
That's what
confirmed?
I'm hearing.
Because
but
she
I haven't
has
seen the
Condor
source.
She does
stuff,
like-
you know.
That
She has
she has
moves
a
and move names from it. So yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
she
she
has like an
definitely-
old school camera, and she
She
fights
definitely
with
has a
like
command grab
boomerangs or
right
something.
there.
Mhm.
Right
Oh
there.
shit,
Yeah.
that's tight.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
To me,
she
that's a
command
command
throws
throw.
with the
Command
weapon.
throw, yeah.
That's cool.
Damn, you missed all this. I'm like, yeah.
I definitely missed all of this.
It's
Yeah,
all
we
new
only
to
got to
Mike.
see your face as soon as you saw Cammy.
Yeah, Mike. What?
That's all I
That's all he
needed
was
to
skipping
see.
for.
Yep.
He's skipping through the trailer. Where's the Cammy section?
I heard she's
I just
back.
don't like this. This part, like, it reminds me of Josie too much. Like,
Yeah,
I hate that
I
type of character. Like, oh God, how did I do that?
win.
Where? I hate
How
this.
did I win? Yeah, I get it. That personality is pretty annoying.
Everyone be quiet.
Now we're all paying attention.
Dummy mommy, give it to me. Cammy, oh
What
yeah.
did you just say?
Go ahead, girl. Get off the phone. Who's talking to me, guys?
Oh my God, dude. Bro, they did her justice in this game. Look at the anime. Look at her outfit.
Yeah,
it's good.
Dude,
Hold up.
I only been seeing this on Twitter all day. Just that pose.
Suiken, you put him left or right. Shut up.
Should I put him the other way? I don't know what you want me to do.
The other way.
Other way.
So they're back to back,
No,
close.
Like
that super, by the way, that she just did, or that command throw, that's a shout out to the anime, the original anime movie. She did that to some dude.
I love that super end too.
Oh,
she did that. Right. She did that neck break move to some character in the movie.
Yeah, assassination.
Oh my God, that outro! I didn't even see that.
You didn't see? That's what I was telling you, dude. And they know what they're doing because they put her hand right there. Like if you pause it there, Mike, you'll see the hand come. Yeah, look at Suiken. The hand is right there. It's perfectly placed. They know what these guys are doing, man.
They hella know what they're doing. Capcom, they're knocking it out of the park, man. They're knocking it out of the fucking park. And you know what's crazy? Since we're on the Capcom topic, man, I could watch that again. We should hit the watch again part, right? Right on the Cammy.
Why don't you go back to the beginning?
No, this is the beginning for him.
Who are the other characters? What? Who gives a fuck?
You are not going to play Cammy, dude.
I'm not.
See, what the fuck? Who cares?
Dude, that stand roundhouse target combo is crazy.
Yeah. Mike's in love, dude.
You thought that was crazy, huh?
That's crazy. Dude, they did so much. Capcom's
MYK no pants and James Chan buying figurine.
The Holy Trinity all together.
Yeah, the Cammy Nation's gonna be out there in full force.
Oh boy.
Capcom did it again, boys. They did it again. Wow.
I think the other characters are cooler. She looks sweet though. I'm not gonna lie.
Who are the other ones again?
She looks sweet.
Zangief and Lily. Yeah, Zangief's return. He looks thick like I was telling the guys, like he looks like Wreck-It Ralph Zangief. You know, he's like that kind of build.
The goofy looking big. I mean, that's what he should be though. He should be goofy and big. And look at him. He looks goofy. He looks big.
He's got boob physics, dude. It's crazy.
You say boom or boob?
Yeah, it's both.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. He has a lot of like his Street Fighter 5 stuff with like that sideways lariat, the air SPD. Damn, little style
I want his standing roundhouse to be literally broken. That's all I want.
It's got to literally break your game. You hit that move and the game crashes. Blue screens.
I mean, it's the only way you can beat cracks, man. The only way you can beat the crack beta is that literally
broken stand roundhouse. That move is literally broken. Yeah, Lily,
man, I miss those. We're gonna get so many more of those.
Yeah, that's she definitely has the T-Hawk inspired moves, like the jump all three punches, like the air dive, and then she has like command throws with like the weapons and stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah. When
she looks much more mobile.
Yeah. When I first saw the character, I didn't think she would have range, but then the weapons, she has a bunch of range now because of it, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, what's this camera about that scene?
Her air movement probably gonna be like atrocious, like to play again.
Yeah, look at that. That's so sick.
Look at that.
She has the DP as well.
Can't do anything.
Well, no, because T-Hawk had that kind of thing too, right? Where it's like the dive in there, like it's not that strong in practice, but hers is different than T-Hawk's, and maybe it could be really good. Who knows? Because as far as we can tell, she looks like a pretty combo heavy grappler. Question mark? Because you only saw one grapple.
I feel like they've been making
it's like T-Hawk too.
Grapplers more mobile ever since like 5, where everyone's like a semi-hybrid grappler, or they have like a command throw in a way. Like look at Laura, like Abel even, and like Street Fighter 4. This like brawlers / like grappler type characters.
Cammy with the British jacket, it always reminds me of Steve Fox whenever I see that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. It does
he had
have
that one time,
it does,
and everything like that. Like, see. I mean,
Nah,
see,
She almost looks like a Marvel superhero to me.
No, you know what the thing? No, the thing is though, I consider that jacket the whole. I don't know what do they call that that pattern or whatever that pattern is. I can associate that with Billy Kane from Fatal Fury because he wore that same exact jacket. I think maybe that's his headband. Either way,
Union Jack.
Yeah, the Union Jack. Either way, I hate this outfit because it's got everyone thirsty.
Yeah,
Do you really hate this outfit?
I mean, like compared to what she's usually wearing, right?
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
I mean, you know, yeah, they still managed to, change the character design and still keep the appeal there. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I like it.
I'm a big fan of the redesigned Cammy, actually.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Big fan.
I wish he was uglier.
That shit is ridiculous. Speaking of Capcom stuff, we also had Capcom Cup happening over this past week.
Yeah.
It was the Hanukkah of Street Fighter. We had 8 freaking days of it for some reason. It really was, man. Like I tuned in every day, just like watching like Eris restream it and stuff, like at like around noonish, and then they play till like 7-8 p.m. every single day. They also have finished up Street Fighter League there too. But yeah, the big one, Mena RD. He made history, man. 2-time Capcom Cup champion. Like nobody has ever been able to do that. And that was the 9th Capcom Cup. They officially, after this one, announced the 10th one. And the prize pool is what everyone's talking about, bro. Big shout outs to Mena RD. This is history that he made, but
let's talk about Mena for 1 second, though, dude.
Before we move on.
No time. Okay. Just that's as much time as he gets.
That's all he gets, dude. Get him out of here. I mean,
congratulations, Mena. $1 million. $1 million. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think it's crazy, dude. Because Mena won so long ago, right? And when he won, it was kind of like, oh, who's this guy? He got lucky, you know.
Honestly, like you kind of forget that he has his own outfit in the game until he used it in top 8, and I was like, man, that's an ugly outfit. I forgot he made that, and he used it, and he won the tournament, still using, reminding everyone, like I'm still a champ too, which is crazy, man. That guy is a nut.
Because when I was watching him in like the top 8 through top 16 area, I was thinking like, dude, he can hella win this. And I thought it was so cool that he was using Luke because he's like, look, this is what you got to do if you want to be a champion. And I'm going to be a champion. And he did it. I was like, dude, that's fucking amazing. And like Mike said, only guy to win 2 Capcom Cups in the life of Street Fighter V. Like, that's impressive. Like, he's the GOAT of Street Fighter V. What are you going to say? And what happened to Japan, dude? Like, Japan, in my eyes, used to be like the kings of Street Fighter, right? And there was like one of them in the top 8 or something.
Momochi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It was insane. And
then they got jinxed by Brian F.
Wasn't the format like a little different too because we were also coming out of the pandemic for them too? So it's just like so they had like the regionals as well for like this Capcom Cup.
But then also there was something like I think Rob TV tweeted it where it's like there was 5 Capcom Cups for Street Fighter V, and 4 of them were won by North America if you count DR as part of North America,
which it's technically is, right?
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, so it's like it's pretty wild. I think it's like Knuckle Dew, Idom, and Mena.
Yeah, I
and
saw
that's
some
4
of
of the 5
those
Capcom Cups. I was like, damn, that's insane.
I mean,
that's a North American game.
but that's only for 5, right? Because they're not counting not counting 4s.
Right, but so, I mean 5 is the
5's America's games.
Yeah.
5 is America's game. And if you want to, dive a little deeper, it's in the Dominican Republic of America.
Yeah. No, it's true. No, they're strong out there, man. They're super strong in this game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we always said too for like any fighting game, right? Modern fighting game, because it's always been Japan that had it first, right? Because like Japan has Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 first. They have it for like a year or two before console, and then they have like all the tech, all the option selects. They're the ones discovering everything. But then Street Fighter 5 was like the first time it had a global simultaneous release, so everybody could get in on it, learn the tech, discover their own new stuff. It's like you don't get like the Tekken 7 Shiro combo unless you're the guy that discovered it, and that's the beauty of simultaneous release. And we're kind of getting that for Tekken 8 as well. Tekken 7 we didn't really get that, so this is kind of cool, even though they're doing the alpha test right now. But rather them iron out the kinks. But after Capcom Cup, they announced for Capcom Cup 10, that the prize pool is $2 million and the first place, $2 million plus, and first place is guaranteed $1 million.
Man,
I'll say this though, everyone, look. If you happen to sell fighting games to people, somehow, some way, don't give it to Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is like the perfect person to win this.
He was the first person to tweet that real quick, I think.
They're hella gonna practice this game.
Of course.
You gotta remember too, when Street Fighter V first came out, Sonic used
Fang top 8 in
top 16, was it?
Top 8 of final round, the first big tournament for Street Fighter V. So I'm thinking, in the first years, first of all, like Long Island Joe, he's gonna cause some problems too for the first couple months because he's also one of those kind of players. Just players like that where just
Ricky
first
Ortiz,
couple months
Justin Wong,
they're gonna cause havoc, right?
Dude, that's what I was saying. Like,
Bobino's another one of those. Yeah. no, it's true. Like,
it's true though. It
with
is
high levels of natural gamer genes. There are these types of players out there.
But you got to remember, it's a new era right now, right? There's also a new generation of player that don't need access to the game publicly to keep practicing for the game, So there's going to be a whole lot of new competitors out there that are training right this second.
That is also very true. They have the crack out there. The crack is out there. So it's like $1 million announced, like even Giuna saying like, if you're a college student, he's making content and he's like saying, if you're a student out there, just drop out, become a Street Fighter player. Like, what are you doing with your life? Average American salary, $50K a year. You make way more playing Street Fighter. What are you doing?
It's so true. I mean, you just have to be one of I don't know how many people enter, throughout the years, but
good luck trying to get into that pot too.
I mean, it's definitely a big door now, like for the FGC, in terms of like getting more players to play now, and that's a lot of money. And I mean,
the temptation.
Yeah, it's like years ago when we first started, we wouldn't have thought about this. We were thinking about $300 at a local tournament.
Like, and, $300?
Yeah, $300. And we're like, there was like maybe 30 people, right? And then
we used to not tell people about tournaments. We were like, yo, you can win a TV at this tournament. Don't tell anyone. All right? I need to go to this tournament.
And then all of us would show up there.
Yeah, all of us would show up anyway.
Dude, the GameStop tournaments. The
Everything, dude.
Yeah.
GameStop Street Fighter 5 tournaments. Everyone like, this is my shot. They all want to see GameStop.
We go to different GameStop.
Dude,
which one are you going
that's how we got to see the Chun-Li movie, though, in the theaters, like the private screening. That shit was tight, because of one of those tournaments.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I mean, that wasn't that tight, dude.
It wasn't that tight.
It was tight because we got to go as a group.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the days when $1,000 was like enormous. Like, dude, this would be
$1,000
prize pool.
We have $1,000 tournament for Rising Stars now. It's crazy.
It's pretty wild. I mean, but $1 million, you gotta remember it's only for first, right? So there's gonna be like literally everyone thinks they can do it, but none of us have ever gotten first in any Street Fighter tournament. And you can think but what? You think you could have done it?
No. I was gonna say $1 million for first place is amazing also.
Yeah.
But anyone that trickles down to top 8 or top 6 or whatever the number is now is still a large amount of money.
I mean, getting second place, you're probably not. Oh man, Phenom's gonna get second place because that dude has managed to mess up so many drop combos. And it's like, money, hella money. I don't want it. Drop combo.
Oh no, dude, that's what I was thinking about too. Like that match, right? Whenever it happens, right? It's going to happen. It's gonna be a Capcom Cup 10, and someone is going to lose their $1 million. Yeah, and it's gonna go probably. I don't think the second place is gonna be like $800K.
Dude,
it's probably gonna be a bigger drop off than that.
We're gonna see like a tweet. We're gonna see tweets like $500,000 drop combo right there.
Exactly,
like, bro.
No. 500,000. I think is probably underselling it. I think second place is probably gonna get 250 at most.
No way. You think it's that low? I don't know.
We'll see when it comes
out.
I think the breakdown is probably we're gonna look about 300.
That's a lot of money, right? And I think it's gonna be so top heavy that they can actually trickle it down to maybe top 32 and give a lot of people at least a decent amount, right?
I mean, I would like to play Ticket back home.
Yeah. Like think about it. You make top 32 and you make $1,000 or something somehow. If that's how it
you basically won a tournament, a local.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
that's what's going to cost because getting top 32 at by the end of a season. It's a tough thing, so I think if they could pay out everyone like that, at least in 4 figures, at least, it would be nice. So
yeah. Let me say this too. I've seen so many players like on Twitter, like who are from other fighting games, like, yo, maybe we should switch over. Maybe it's time. This is the call we've been waiting for, right? Yeah. Like I've seen like, Arslan tweeted about it, John New was making tweets, etc., right? So it's like it's possible like these other players from other fighting games, like Sonic Fox included, could make it in there, right? Like it's definitely possible.
Dude, Book was one of those players I thought, of course, he's hella good in 5.
He is 5, yeah.
Yeah.
He can do it.
He can do it, yeah.
But he is 5. Like,
he's I mean, he got second place at a major in Thailand in Street Fighter, and he's a Tekken player.
It's a pretty wild time. Like, imagine if this top 8 is like a bunch of players from different games. It's like Cloud 805 versus Justin Wong.
Well, the thing is that
if
you ever look at like all the Street Fighter 5s and
that's what
Street
they said about
past,
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it usually ends up being that early on, where it's a lot of different players from different games end up being, like Latif when he made top 8 in Street Fighter 4, people knew him as a Guilty Gear player,
right?
And now he's winning Guilty Gear, and people remember
no,
he's
as a Street Fighter 4 Crimson Viper player. Like, what the hell?
See, so it's like it's always constantly. It's just constantly. It's so like the first year, I think we'll have that. You're gonna have a lot of top players from other games do well. At the end, I don't know, but at the beginning, it'll be very interesting to see how it goes, because I think early. Here's the thing too, and I'm sure we'll get to this later when we talk about EVO. But just in general, this game's gonna be probably one of the biggest games in terms of entrance, I think, ever.
Yeah,
and especially because you can sign up for EVO before the game's actually released. I think that also will inflate the numbers quite a bit.
100%. Yeah, that's
because people don't know they don't like the game yet.
Yeah.
So they'll sign up being like, I'll play it because it's a new game. I'm probably gonna like it. They'll play it and then maybe not like it. But
bro, what do you guys?
Too bad, sucker. You signed up.
What are you guys thinking? Like, wasn't Street Fighter 5 like the historical
5,
number
000.
was like 5K, right? So what do you guys think for Street Fighter 6 at EVO this year? What's the number? 6? That's it? Only one extra K?
No, I think it's more.
5's a lot.
You gotta remember that 5K it dropped off so heavily after that, right? Like, what are the last few numbers? I think it's basically been like 2 to 3K max, right? It's never been close to 5 again.
That could have been Street Fighter 5's fault though, because after that is like when the whole current storyline happened, right? Nobody liked Street Fighter 5. It's an unfinished product, blah blah blah. Everybody started branching out. That's how Tekken, had a chance to shine. I feel like, to be honest. But it's just kind of like. That's the storyline. That's the storyline.
I like to be honest. I'm saying that.
I was thinking about that. He said to be honest.
Started one letter, second word, third word. Okay, cool. No, yeah, it could. I mean, I saw someone in chat say 8,000. I don't think that's a terrible guess. Yeah. As a peak, I can't imagine if it's actually 10,000. They are screwed. If EVO is 10,000, the good news is, right? If you guys were at EVO this past year, 2022. The venue now is gigantic. So if any place can, if any place can support 10,000, it's going to be EVO. And of course, they've got the Hado in there. He's a professional when it comes to managing the number of people. So I think I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But 10,000 people would be insane for one game.
I think the first tournament, big tournament, is gonna be CEO. I think so. That's gonna be a real big test,
god,
especially for Jabali.
Wait, what about Combo Break? Oh, it's before.
Not before.
Right.
Yeah.
So CEO, I think, is the big one that's gonna really show, because the first Street Fighter 5 tournament I think that I went to, that was like the big one, was Final Round. That had like over 1,000 people, but like Final Round obviously was not ready for that, so that's why they struggled. But that's like 1,000 people at the time for Final Round was unheard of. It was like they weren't expecting numbers like that.
I mean, let me say this, Jabali's a professional when it comes to being a TO and running events and everything as well. Yeah. But I hope he's prepared, because
I think he understands that it could be a potential that it could blow up.
Because the thing is, like, Final Round, you guys got to realize they basically died because of Street Fighter 5's launch. Because what happened was that launch happened, so many people came, right? Everybody got sick, everyone was pissed, right? And then they were like, oh shit, we fucked up. Next year we're gonna get a big ass place. They got this big ass place, they paid all this money for it, and people didn't show up again. So then they lost all this money from renting this bigger spot, right? So it's just like, cycle that can end up like really destroying an entire tournament existence. So I hope that Jabali gets the shit done, correctly, because it's gonna be hard. And obviously, he's got people helping him, like the Hot Dome Show will help him out too. So it's going to be a big test, and hopefully Capcom helps him out. To be honest.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, you hope that it's probably on part of the tour or whatever. So
yeah.
Dude, that's insane. We've never had. This might be the biggest ever. Like we've always talked about, like Riot when they come in with Project L, they're gonna save the FGC with high prize pool and blah 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 blah. We're gonna be rich. And Capcom was the first one to like really like boom, $1 million first place. It's pretty crazy.
Did anyone ever say that about Riot? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
That's what they've always said, dude. They've always said Project L is going to save the FGC, bring it out of poverty, blah, blah, blah. You know, they have $1 billion at League of Legends World, so of course they're going to put that into the fighting game part because people are fucking stupid, Ricky. You know, that's how it goes.
He came out with the commandments on his block. He was like, follow me, everybody. We're going.
Man, I happen to watch some of the Valorant, like there's some Valorant like esports event happening right now, and the venue looks tiny as hell, and they look like they're hot as hell in there because you can see the casters, their hair blowing in the wind because they got a fan blowing on them.
They got to cut corners somewhere, man. You got
I mean, I hope the Project L venues at least have AC or something because they look like they're struggling in there.
Yeah, we haven't heard about that game in a minute too. The last one we saw was Unconquerable announcement. But speaking of more announcements, man, we got more stuff too. Which one should we jump into? Like we have
whatever you feel like, man.
You got all those spoilers up there.
I know. No spoilers. You guys don't see them. Let's see. Okay, let's jump into this one. Bandai Namco EVO Japan is next month. They opened up registration. The application has started. Like this color for me with this backdrop with the pink, like just makes the pink like really pop out for my colorblind ass. So that's just like really hard to read, even though it's big ass bold letters. But yeah, it says at EVO Japan 2023 application has started. So yeah, if you guys want to try out your hand at some Tekken 8 at EVO Japan. Oh yeah, you know what's crazy too? JimmyJTran is also
registered
for EVO Japan. The return.
I heard it's for
he's
Tekken
not the only
Melty
return.
Blood.
Wait, what? For Melty
He's
Blood?
not the only return.
Who's the other
He
return?
signed up for He signed up for Melty Blood and Tekken.
Lohai.
Oh shit, that's true. I have been hearing about Lohai wanting to go to EVO Japan. That's confirmed. He's actually going.
I think so. So Lohai, Jimmy J should be at EVO Japan. It's a pretty dope event. You know, it's pretty crazy. We'll see how this event plays out. Obviously, it's going to kick off the Tekken World Tour 2023. They have not announced the prize pool yet. You know, I can't wait. You know, like just so you guys see it. Can you guys imagine it? I hope they announce it there, right? They go like, guys, just so you guys all know, we're going to be putting $100,000 up for grabs for the champion of the TWT finals. Man, it's going to be hype. They haven't said anything yet, but it's going to be interesting regardless of what they say.
What if they have some pressure, man?
There's no winning. There's no winning unless they say $1,001,000.
Bob.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, literally.
$1,001,000.
Bob Barker.
We beat him. We got him.
We got him. That's all they can do.
That'd be sick though. Strictly just for the pettiness of it. Yeah. I would be down with that.
It's pretty funny to think about it like that, but that's the thing about Street Fighter 6, right? Like they've kind of raised the bar for everyone, and anyone else now who has to announce, you're gonna kind of look worse. You're gonna make your game look a little bit more poverty. And people have been asking where the money comes from. This is an interesting topic a little bit. You know, like people like, where's Street Fighter gonna get that money? And you think about, well, they could have had a Super Bowl commercial for like $5 million, or they can take that marketing money for that new game and be like, well, let's just put $2 million aside for this and just spend the $2 million on marketing in other places. So it's usually marketing money when the game is brand new, right? Like Tekken 7, obviously, they don't got no marketing budget like that anymore. That game's old as shit. They would have to use marketing budget from Tekken 8 to even try to, you know, spend it towards this to kind of promote Tekken 8, which I don't know if that's a good idea or bad idea. That's up to them to decide. But yeah, you know, new game. I'm very curious to see what Street Fighter 6 prize pool is like in year 2 and 3, etc. That will be a real interesting thing to see.
I mean,
you think just on this topic, the whole like using the money from like marketing, the media and all that marketing, do you think that's actually a good strat? Like, do you think $2 million for a prize pool is good marketing? Because
I think it's working this time.
Yeah,
I think it worked like hell this time. You know,
especially considering that you don't have to do any work.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a picture, and here's you guys talk about it. We put it on social media, and 2 million is sitting in the bank somewhere.
Dude,
we don't even know where it is.
I was looking for like the official picture from them themselves, and this is the shot that they have on their Twitter. You know, they don't even have like the graphic as like the actual picture posted. They have a crowd shot of the graphic.
Some guy on his like.
They're really cutting corners. So I'm trying to save all that money.
That's cooler though. That's a cooler shot than just the
cooler.
graphic by itself, right? Because this shows like there's
yeah.
people that come out here. We have these events, you know, check everything out. People don't know about it still, right? You gotta remember, fighting games are niche, and then the esports part of it even tinier. So niche, whatever it is, all right. It's nice with an H.
Niche.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's
point
French.
is, it's nice. You know.
Nice. But yeah, EVO Japan, if you guys want to try it out, check out BNE Esports if you guys want that link to try to register to apply to try out some Tekken 8. And hopefully
Don't you have to sign up for Tekken to actually get a chance? So you have to actually be able to go there. But you want to play in the tournament too, which is, you know,
important.
In the tournament.
I just saw there, like, the deadline to apply is February 28th. That's only like 4 or 5 days away, right? Especially if it's Japanese time, because then it's already the 24th.
1 day
over
ahead,
yeah. So if you guys are going to be there, make sure you guys sign up early for this. I'm real curious if they're gonna if we're gonna get a bunch of footage out of there. Like, we have no idea how this is, because the thing that's weird about it is that it's called a closed alpha test.
Is it closed off? No footage outside for anybody?
Yeah,
it's literally gonna be Jimmy J and Lowhigh.
Just jerking each other off in the booth.
Oh God! Why
there, Mike? Like, what is
on
this,
the
dude?
sticks, man? Like on the
man. Jeez,
they're never coming back again, Mike. This is what season. Like, why do we want to go back to this guys? You know,
should have watched the Cammy trailer last, not first.
Yeah, dude.
You got them all twerked up.
You guys did this to me, but
okay. Let me put it on for you. There you go, Mike. Go ahead.
More EVO news. We got the EVO Worlds Las Vegas ones, aka EVO Worlds, the big main one. We got the EVO lineup officially announced. We have 8 games announced. We have Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7, KOF 15, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I think it's Marvel vs. Kombat 3. Yeah, there is.
I mean, you put one girl on the screen and Mike loses his whole goddamn brain, dude.
No, because you got confused. Because he said Mortal Kombat 11. He said Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Then he had to go to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That was a lot, dude.
You can see
we're gonna have to be like, hey, my friend likes you. We're gonna have to do that stuff, bro.
It's crazy.
But yeah,
the lineup is dope.
Powered by Chipotle, so I think Rip was super happy about this, right?
I ate Chipotle today.
Rip is like hogging all the codes, by the way. He's like, yeah, everybody sent me their codes. And I was like, Rip, let me have one of those codes. He's like, no, bro.
Wow, now exposing your friend, dude. Jesus.
Sis, how many Chipotle bowls or whatever did you have?
Today was only one. But I'm saying I ordered my first time today. All right, you just buy one, get one free. It lasts until March 31st. I've got an entire month more to get more Chipotle. And it was good. I fell asleep right after I ate it.
Gross. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
The itis, bro. But look,
I'm glad people are loving Chipotle.
Yeah, $25,000 per game at EVO.
True. Yeah.
So that's $200,000 prize pool for all these games. That's the minimum. So they're still gonna be counting, I think, all the entrant fees and everything per game as well. So if 10,000 people show up for Street Fighter 6, that'll be another $100,000 in the prize pool there. Is that how that works? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Does it? Is it?
I think so. That's crazy, man.
I hope so.
So anyways, there's a lot of money available at this year's EVO as well. There's also gonna be free water. Like, people are pretty hype about that. And I think the biggest thing was they said that now it's gonna be top 6 for the main stage.
That's crazy.
You know,
I missed the show, so you're gonna have to fill me in.
That's 6? What it is, Mike. Top 6 is what matters. That's where the payouts end as well. So we're talking about these. Yes, they talked about the payouts as well. The breakdown of them as well. So it's pretty wild. Like, basically, you're gonna have now more entrants than ever and less players getting paid.
That's pretty crazy.
I didn't hear about the top 6 part in terms of the payout. I thought it was just going to be for Sundays for top 6, which in my mind is like that sucks. But at the same time, sure, it's like it's cutting down on time. EVO does take a while, and if you want more games on Sunday, maybe you do have to make some sacrifices here.
So that's what they're cutting down the top 8 to top 6 to have more games on finals day for Sundays. That's
maybe I don't know if that's what the case was.
Maybe like that's what we think, but they haven't really told us why.
Yeah, they haven't said that, but they just said that they're trying to make sure that they don't end late. That's what. It's not pleasant just because forever in fighting game history, top 8 was always that. It's like now we're just cutting it down to top 6, and it's like sure, it's not obviously getting 7th. No one remembers who gets 7th in most tournaments, anyways.
Sometimes they don't even remember who gets 2nd, dude. So it's just like
So it sucks to do it to the players, but for a tournament, I guess it's fine. The payout though, if it's only top 6, that is rough, and I am not a fan. But
what are they saving on? I mean, of course the time for like finals day, right? But other than that, it's just like, yeah, they don't even get paid out or the medals for 7th place out of like
no medals either.
10,000 man Street Fighter 6 tournament. Like, oh, dude,
I linked you, Mike, to someone like the payout structure of it. Somebody's put it in a tweet for me, but. Personally, I'm really not a fan of it dropping down. Like, obviously, EVO is something that runs really late, but from the moment I ever started going to EVO, the goal was like, I want to be on that stage. Like that was the goal as a player, right? Like I was nowhere near good enough the first time I went there, but it's it was like set my sights on that. And now the fact that like 2 players out of like the hundreds or thousands of entrants are going to also be excluded from that stage and the medal and the payout, it's pretty brutal in a sport that's basically individuals and only so many people can be featured. Somebody else brought up the point too, like what about if you want to be a sponsored player, right? A sponsor wants their player to be highlighted as well, so now there's 2 less opportunities for that to happen per game across everything.
So yeah, we have like the little breakdown here. First place with this breakdown, 42, 20, 15, 10, 7, 7. It's 10k 10k 500 for first, 5k for second, 3750 for third, and so on and so forth. So
right, minimum.
So it's like higher payouts for the players that make it into the top 6, but they're just kind of because they're cutting it off from the tied for 7th place spots, essentially, right?
I mean, I don't know how much 7th and 8th are losing in that sense, because if it's probably just like they'll kick like 2%, and that's not that much, but It hurts just because it does cut out on a little bit of that, and plus saying top 6, the hit is nice. Top 8 it just feels better because no one ever says top 6.
Yeah.
Where does it stop? Like if it goes to top 6, then after that it's top 4, then only top 1. Like,
I mean, the weirder part to me is like I thought when we used to have only top 3 payouts, right? And then we got to top 8, I was like, oh shit, top 8's getting paid now. You have to get something. Because before, when I first made top 8 at EVO, I got 7th place. And I got $0 for it. So I was like, I got on stage, I got a medal and shit, but I didn't get nothing. I was like, well, whatever. I got on stage. That was dope. Now, we got top 8 pass. I'm like, oh, we're spreading it out. So now top 16, top 32 will get paid. So there's more reason for competitors to go there and try to get paid. And instead of going in that direction, we have more money and less people getting paid. But the less people getting paid are getting paid more. I don't know. It's all kind of strange to me.
With more players too. So it's just like
just the feeling of tying for just making top 8 was a prestigious feeling to me still, for EVO, right? And
now that means
I honestly didn't care about the money at first. Right? I don't care about the money. I didn't expect to make
because
top 8
it was never that big money anyway.
It wasn't. That's not what I was thinking. I was just hoping to represent our people, like us,
our region,
like like SoCal, coming out there. It was really great with me and Anakin. It was just 2 US players in that time. Top 8 we didn't get paid like shit, like honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But when you were up there, when I was standing up there and they put that medal on you and I had the American flag and all that stuff, it was the most amazing feeling ever,
For sure.
And
now 2 people don't get to feel that no more.
no, exactly. And
Across every game.
Yeah, exactly.
It
And that
sucks.
takes away.
It sucks.
takes away,
For
like
sure.
Rip said, from the players. And I think I'm not cool with that. I don't like that either.
You know what's gonna be even worse too? I don't
Oh, don't cry, dude. Come on.
No. I was gonna bring up a certain player, but I don't want to jinx anyone. So I'm just gonna say it like this: imagine that player that's always been getting 9th, finally getting 7th.
Oh.
9th place, finally getting 7th this year.
It's brutal, man.
Oh,
That is
God, the pain.
Has anyone here gotten 9th before at EVO?
Stop. Stop right there. Like, what are you doing?
You're a dick, dude.
Come on, dude. I've got.
Oh man.
Dude, it's gonna be so much harder now just for everyone involved.
I mean, yeah.
That's rough.
Is it just me and Rip that Sony made it in EVO top 8s?
I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten close.
I mean, 9th and 13th a couple times.
Yeah. Mike's got 13 a couple times. And that's the thing, right? Like, think about Mike here in this situation, right? Specifically.
Yeah.
When you're a player trying to get into top 8, every match you have to go through this, because usually you're doing it from loser side, because it's so few people getting a winner side, right?
Yeah.
It's like 13th. All right, I got past that match. One more.
Yep.
9th. I got past that match. Now you're in top 8, but it doesn't matter. Now you gotta win another
That shit
match
don't mean
to get in.
shit anymore.
You're just at the finish line, but you can't cross.
Yeah, and even when you have like 1,000 entrants, the number of matches you go into losers, and they're all hard, right? Once you get to like top 100 or top 64 or whatever, it's all hard. And now you got an extra one just to get any recognition whatsoever.
So let me tell you a quick story, right? When I did when I made top 8, right? Take was the only person in my pool that also joined me in top 8 at EVO, right?
Oh, you were in the same pool?
We were in the same pool, and that's when Ricky was watching me, right? I sent this motherfucker to losers early in my pool, right? That means this motherfucker played 3 times the matches to get to top 8.
Yeah,
but
he worked his ass off to get there.
Yeah, and the fact is, if it was just top 6, he still would he did after playing 3 times the amount of people.
Oh my God, that's so messed up.
Can you imagine that happening to anyone else now, especially with the number of players? Yeah, exactly.
It's going to. It sucks.
100% will happen.
Great.
I mean, and it's gonna. It feels bad because like it happens in 9th place, and it's happened for years to 9th place. But at least 9th place, you can share that pain with 3 other people.
Yeah,
there's 4 people that tie for 9th.
Right,
there's only 2 people that tie for 7th, so that pain is a little bit more.
Just you and one other guy, intimate
There's
relationship.
a bunch of hugs.
Just like 7 placers kissing it out. Like, we almost made it, bro. Next year,
that's gonna be the toughest one, dude.
I want to get Bexany and Tempest Rob to get all the 7th placers to hug and take photos together at EVO this year.
Oh, what a dick.
Right after their losses.
Ask them how they're feeling too.
Yeah, if you guys have ever been a competitor and have ever been in that spot, like that is pain. And this year is going to be a special type of pain for these 7th placers, man, because all previous years before this, they would have been, at least celebrated. They would be walking around the hotel venue with the medal around their neck for the rest of the weekend.
I know I did. I walked around the casino right after. Everyone was shaking my hands, giving me high fives. I was like, all I did is make top 8. Thanks,
now
guys.
You're 7th place. Now you're just another Joe Schmo that no one's gonna remember. Even though you beat like 500 people on your way to get there, doesn't mean shit now.
No one will remember that.
That's crazy.
7th is Street Fighter 6, same as 9,000th, bro.
Dude, that's top crazy. 6. Street Fighter 6 is the hot fighting game coming out right before EVO. Street Fighter 6, top 6, coincidence? I don't know. But another big hot fight topic that's coming back that, I think a lot of people are super excited about is the nostalgia game that we didn't really talk about is Ultimate Marvel motherfucking versus Capcom 3. I named a whole ass dog after one of the characters in this game from how much I love this game. It's like, this game's crack.
Damn, the character was from the dog? Wait, the characters from the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
The second
they
one.
modeled Dante the character in Ultimate Marvel after NYK's dog.
Yep.
Wow.
The characters from that game, Marvel. That's what that character.
Guys
Yeah.
fall
Jesus
asleep right
Christ.
now on us.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked about that too. I thought it was some Devil May Cry. I didn't
No,
realize
not the Devil May Cry Dante.
Oh, okay.
No.
Marvel 3
Not that one.
Dante.
I used to make fun of you for liking Devil May Cry, but I didn't realize it was just Marvel. I
Yeah.
thought you were a fan of the game.
No, like
Okay.
my only like connection with me and Devil May Cry is through Marvel. Like I played
Alright.
DMC4 before, but that's about it, you know. But yeah, that's
a dog.
That's a good. The fact that game's also getting 25K though,
Yeah.
is
So
pretty
sick.
crazy, right? So I think
Dude,
a
that's
lot of
so
people will pick it up again just for you know,
Yeah.
like imagine the top 6 in that game. Like you have, yeah, Filipino champ Chris G. Who else is still around? That's kind of
The
fun-
Ghost.
Flash Metroid. You can have so many good players in there.
damn.
Damn, I love it too. It's the last Marvel game that came out, and they made it back at EVO.
Damn. Damn.
Come on, round of applause. That was good. Come on.
Unnecessary hate.
I know,
Unnecessary hate.
unnecessary.
Dude.
Some people
No,
like
how you
that.
gonna call
man.
it unnecessary when Ricky reeled his head back in laughter? Unnecessary hate.
I shook my head.
Ow.
Man, that was funny though. Shit.
Mhm.
Marvel 3 is back though. That's cool.
That's hype, man.
I'm
That's super
excited for
hype.
that.
You know, big
Yeah.
shout outs to guys like Tong, you know, Tampa Never Sleeps, been
Mhm.
running the
Yeah,
Marvel
yeah.
series. He's really been keeping the game alive, especially during like the pandemic era, especially with like Parsec Marvel and stuff. So I saw that they hosted him after the announcement and he was like crying on everybody's
Hella.
restreams. And I was
It
just
was
like,
dope.
no, honestly, I'm really happy for him, man. It's super sick.
Honestly, yeah.
And super sick for everybody that been keeping the game alive. You know, a lot of people have been keeping the game alive and fresh by modding in like classic characters or like Street Fighter V Rashid and stuff into the game. So it's been super cool seeing Marvel 3 still alive and kicking. So I'm really glad to see it back at EVO this year, and I can't wait to see it, man, because I remember being in the crowd during that year where Chris G versus Justin Wong, the year when he won, and that match, I was there in person. I was just like, how the fuck is Wolverine supposed to get around all this bullshit, dude? I was like, how the fuck? Oh my God, Justin is doing it. How the fuck is he finding the spots, man? That shit was
dope. It's very dope. I've
Yeah.
talked about it multiple times on streams lately, but man, if you guys haven't been to EVO before, like go just to watch Marvel. Like I know there's a bunch of games you probably don't usually play out there, but go watch it. It's so fun to watch, even if you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, the
I mean, if you
robbery,
buy a ticket to
like
watch
everything.
your game, just stay for the rest. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
you buy the ticket, you're there.
It's fun.
Just get it. Just come with a friend. Yeah.
You could sacrifice one game. Just look at one game that you're like, I
We
definitely
already
don't like
know.
that.
We
And
know
then
which
you
one it
need
is.
that.
I'm looking at my one
you
right
know
now.
when to get, you gotta get lunch
You
and
need
dinner
lunch.
somewhere. Yeah.
You got to
I
go to
know
the
it-
bathroom at some point.
Mhm.
Okay, hey
no-
guys, let me ask
no-
you
And that game might
Wait.
be there. So
Okay.
you know, take your
Out of
time.
out of this lineup, right? Out of the lineup you see,
Hell.
one game you guys gonna watch them all, but one you sacrifice. Which one
Oh,
is
easy.
it?
Easy.
There's 3 I could easily sacrifice. Maybe
Okay.
4.
3?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know I'm not watching a game that MYK is sticking around for.
Me too.
Wow.
Okay, Mike,
Wow.
Mike, what is the game you're not sticking around for?
There's 3
No, just
Choose
one.
one. Just choose
One.
one. Because I'm deading Dragon Ball right now.
If I have to choose one, it's definitely MK11 for me.
Whoa, interesting.
MK11.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm not trying to stay awake for MK11, but
Yeah,
I know
I
I'm
watch
not
that.
I know I'm not in the venue for Dragon Ball.
But
no,
I
no
love Dragon
disrespect.
Ball.
Damn.
Come
on,
on.
that's just not my game.
You guys are haters, man. Dragon Ball's sick.
Yeah.
Chris,
I mean, but dude, MK11, there might be a good reason to stick around for it this year at EVO.
That's what I was gonna say.
There has,
I mean,
there was a little bit of a
really?
thing. Yeah. I mean, it was trending on Twitter, and I didn't even know what it was about, and I asked Rip
I
about
mean, I
it.
don't have
and,
to stick around for Evil now and for that though. I already know.
I mean, you could use your eyes on it this time, though, you know?
Oh.
Mhm. So moving on from the EVO news, I can't wait for Marvel 3. Big shout outs for Tekken 7 coming back. Street Fighter 6. Want to see how many entrants there are. And every other game that made it back. Melty Blood, I don't know too much about, but super happy to see them have it. You know, DNF Duel kind of got asked out. I have been seeing the DNF Duel players are like,
Come on.
We didn't
That
get it.
game fell
We didn't
off
get-
so fast, though, bro.
It did.
Like, I didn't hear anything about that. I heard
Yeah.
more about that game during its beta than I ever did about it after its release.
After the second beta, I was like, I'm not playing this game. This game looks
See what I'm saying?
degen as
It
hell.
didn't even make it
Yeah.
to release.
Honestly, I don't know how big the scene is for that game at all, right? But I was kind of shocked that they didn't make it because it is a new game and it came out at just the worst time because they came out after EVO last year and then just didn't live long enough apparently to get to the EVO this year. So it's like, yeah, it sucks. But don't they have like a
No, Multiverses never made a return.
Multiverses was $100,000 at EVO last year.
And no Smash
I mean,
this year again.
They'll be $100,000 at EVO this year. Just just never here. Just not right here. Damn, they're gonna announce $1 million at the side of EVO.
Is that game still in beta, Mike?
It is, yeah. It still says.
Wow. So maybe when a game releases, they'll put out $1 million prize pool.
I don't understand how that game is still in beta when they're on season 2. Like,
It's
what?
The second year at EVO, it's still in beta, bro.
Like, what? That's just crazy to me. Just call it released already. But yeah, EVO is back. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Vegas, always a good time. And yeah, a lot of fighting game announcements and stuff. So EVO's always a good time. But another thing that they announced, or not really announced, it kind of got leaked, talking about that Mortal Kombat stuff we were talking about. They had like it trending and stuff, but apparently Mortal Kombat 12 kind of got a little leaked.
A little?
When did it? What's the order? Did Injustice 2 or Mortal Kombat 11 come out last?
Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah,
11, right?
11, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're still playing it at EVO, duh. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm ready for a new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, if you guys missed it, there was a call with the like it's like an earnings call or something, but for WB. I actually have it. I have it.
Okay.
You want it, Mike?
Sure.
Wait, is this like audio of? Is this like
Kinda.
audio of?
I think somebody else is restreaming it, and then anyways, here it is, Mike. So you can just play that, and the audio there, you can just hear what the WB guy says. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's turn it up. Yeah. Turn it up. There you go. Hit max. There you go.
Well, I don't think we can hear it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Games also set for release this year.
I'll raise it for the stream a little bit.
Projections.
Ambitious launch projections.
But I think the interesting thing he says there is that, also coming up is Mortal Kombat 12 and Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad, or Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But he also says they're coming out this year. So that's pretty crazy if that's true, right? Because we haven't heard anything about MK12, and apparently on this earnings call, they said it's coming out this year.
This year is pretty shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if one thing, if it's coming, fine, but this year, that's surprising.
I mean, because, like most fighting games, what the hell is that noise? Oh, my bad. Random string just popped off. The hell was I talking about?
I don't know.
Something
this year,
fighting games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat, like no fighting game usually like gets announced and then releases. Like unless it's like supposed to be like a surprise. Yeah. Like this is pretty, I don't know, it feels rushed in a way. So I hope that they got something, they've cooked on this for a long time. I guess, because they haven't announced anything and they haven't been working on a new Injustice or anything, I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, it seems like they stopped. I remember like when they said that they're doing like the final balance patch for MK11, and that felt like forever ago already. So
yeah.
So it seems like they've been working on this for a minute now, and they've just been like holding off until it was like close to the end when it's like super ready to like show off, and it's like that's cool. I like when they do that. It's like they announce the game 3 months later, it just drops. That's always dope. But
man, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that means it's going to be like a PS5 game, probably, right? Like it's next gen. There's no way it's like, man, is it both? Shit, I don't know. We'll see.
Damn,
I'm excited. Yeah,
I still need a PS5.
One day. I need a PSVR too, bro. Everything got announced for it today on that State of Play. I just want to play Gran Turismo, to be honest. Yeah.
I haven't checked that out either, but I didn't hear too many good things about it.
Nah, I mean, most State of Plays are kind of whatever, but this one is a big focus
VR
on
Gran Turismo.
VR. The new Gran Turismo is gonna be able to play in PSVR too.
Man,
which
your
honestly
is already bad, bro.
No, but racing games in VR are like one of the best experiences in VR. That's what I'm saying.
Gonna be bad.
Damn,
it's sick. It's sick.
Damn, talking that shit.
Even if it's
already.
bad though, it looks good. You know?
That's the good part. It'll look good. You'll look good going into that wall when you play.
Oh yeah. Wait till you see it.
I can't wait for the strings, man. I'm still waiting for the PS.
Do you still have do you still have that vibrating vest or whatever?
Of course.
So that when you crash into a wall, you can feel that shit in your chest.
Of course. It's dope, man. The Wooger.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. But yeah, a lot of announcements and a little leak there. Mortal Kombat 12 coming this year. That's pretty surprising. I think a lot of people were wondering what they were going to do next. You know, like they kind of hinted that they were going to do like Mortal Kombat, you know, like Marvel versus DC type of thing. They were making it sound like they were going to make a team game. A lot of people were like speculating, was it going to be a Mortal Kombat or an Injustice next? You know, maybe they're doing another DC versus Mortal Kombat, you know, like maybe they were going to do another one of those. But nope, none of those. It just came down to another Mortal Kombat.
What if it's not though?
And it's just a placeholder name?
No, what if this guy leaked this shit intentionally just to get people thinking about the wrong shit?
Because Ed Boon did tweet that it's like, did you guys hear about that Injustice 3 leak? Like,
yeah, so I mean, it's probably MK12, but we'll see.
I think it's MK12.
It would have been cool. I think it would have been cool for them to do Mortal Kombat versus DC at this point. Yeah, like 11 felt like it kind of lost steam for a lot of people. Like, because that's when I stopped playing it too. Like, I stopped playing when Injustice 2 came out, actually. So one game before. So
yeah, I think we all kind of hit that same block as just like Injustice 2, MK11. Neither games held on to us. Yeah, it's unfortunate too because I've always liked the MK series, but I don't know. I feel I always attribute that more so to Tekken staying power in my heart than it was for those games to not just grab me at the time. But
do you
at the same time, it's like I wish I could play those games, but not really.
Rip, do you think that guy just automatically? Are you trying to say that guy just said Mortal Kombat because that's the only thing he recognized as Mortal Kombat?
I mean, look, that was like an earnings call. They're not supposed to mess that up. Like, you're not supposed to tell the people who are investing to your company, like, by the way, we also have this game called Mortal Kombat 12 coming out. I'm trolling them guys. Don't worry. You know, they'll invest to our company now. You know, like, you're not supposed to say that shit because Mortal Kombat's like a big ass brand. So it would be shocking if he actually made that mistake. So I think it will be MK12.
Damn. Pretty crazy. I wonder
maybe
what they're
another
gonna do.
movie.
We'll see that guy again.
Yeah. Unless MK12 is just a like work in progress thing and like, you know, it is like MK versus DC.
That'd be
and it's just working title
it.
MK12 or something. Who knows? We'll see eventually, but it could be.
Yeah. The only thing I hope they change up is get rid of the variations already, man. It was kind of cool in 10.
Yeah, agreed. Big agreed.
It was kind of cool in 10, but it feels like they kind of like lost steam with what they were trying to do with that shit. So it's like, and it feels like there's no reason to not have all your moves on a character just straight up. It just feels weird. Just like you're kind of neutering them for no reason, you know? It's not like Grandmaster versus like different Sub-Zero.
I want them to go hard in the reverse direction. Go back to Mortal Kombat 4. Arenas with weapons on the ground that you can pick up.
Dude, those skulls always freaked me out, man. The skulls on the floor.
Run,
the
run button, bro. Yeah. Run button. Make a return.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't have a run button in 11 anymore?
Bro, they haven't had a run button since Ultimate MK3.
No, they had a run button for 10. Mortal Kombat 10.
Oh shit, I forgot. There were run cancels.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a run button, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it a button?
Yeah.
Or was it like a double tap thing?
I thought it was a dash. Like
it was a run. Yeah, you run.
I don't remember.
The people in the chat are saying
run combos. Yeah.
Shit, I remember. Yeah, because I got my stupid Liu Kang got nerfed. My run cancel combo. Shit.
Yeah. Sub-Zero hella had run combos.
Well, put the run shit back in.
Yeah, definitely put
Cabal.
Yeah, I feel like run is like such a Mortal Kombat staple. So like. Yeah. 11 just felt so weird.
Sound effects too.
Yeah.
The sound effect's important. They should put that sound effect into Tekken's Heat Dash, whatever it's called. Heat Engage, Heat Dash, all that shit.
The modders are going to do it day one. It's going to be like all those Heat Dash stuff. And but yeah, cool stuff. Mortal Kombat 12. I guess we'll see what new mechanics and all that stuff they show off whenever they show it off officially. Yeah, I can't wait to see the trailer for it. But speaking of new stuff that they showed off, you know, we were talking about all that Capcom stuff earlier today, and Capcom Cup just ended up wrapping up over the weekend. They had the $1 million prize pool that everyone's talking about for first place, and You know, felt like Namco was like, get a trailer out there. Ship it, boys. Clip it and ship it. We need to get people thinking about Tekken still. So, you know, I didn't like what they just dropped this one out of nowhere. Kazuya trailer.
Crazy.
They dropped this in between a RIP Twitch stream and an African stream. Because I went into his other stream, he had a trailer. I was like, this is what the fuck? Where did he get this special trailer from?
Right?
It was Korea exclusive and shit.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck did he get this?
That was funny, because I mean, I was streaming like Marvel Midnight Suns, and someone like, you got to go look at this thing right now and react to it. I'm like, what? Like, let me look at it in 3 hours. Everyone kept on coming and saying, I was like, oh god, fine. And so we did, and it was impressive. I liked it.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy. The hell sweep change, sidestep moves. Tekken's got sidesteps again.
Dude, the electric looks so cool. Like, he has lasers and strings now too. Dude, you could use the new bound for like at the wall. Like, what the
Re-wall
fuck?
splat.
Yeah,
Re-wall splat's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I really like. I
good.
really like it.
Then you have T6 bound. Yeah. It's like, dude, and he has all these devil moves too, because like his heat state's not just heat state, it's his whole devil transformation too for Kazuya.
So is he in I didn't even think about this. Is he in devil form the entire time he's in heat?
Yep.
I haven't paid
Seems like
attention
it.
to him.
Yeah. That's his character specific effect thing.
Right. So he's just little. I mean, I guess we don't know yet, maybe. Like, but have you seen a clip of Kazuya in heat without devil?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's such a nice. That's a
cool.
nice thing, because it's one of the things that Kazuya's always had as a Tekken character, but has never been utilized, is his devil mode. Like in Tekken 7, he's had it, but yeah, you know, you barely get to use it. And it's like Tekken Tag 2, did he have a devil form? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he did. He had a manual transform, and then he just has a different moveset.
Yeah, that's right. It's like it never felt like super fleshed out, I guess.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess it's a nice way to like kind of put the character unique things all into one package, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Dude, I don't want to see like what other heat, character specific stuff that other characters are gonna have. Like
You might it might be one of those things now where you might have certain stances that just might straight up
damn,
be
you
heat.
get Devil Jin's moveset when Jin goes into heat. Like that would be sick.
That could be a thing
Oh
too.
crap!
Right? Maybe
blew
Elisa
my
only gets
mind.
chainsaws when she's in heat.
Devil Jin's officially dead.
You gotta figure out this heat thing.
I'm
Because
not.
every
That's
time I hear you guys say it,
well, look, man.
it literally.
We didn't name it, bro. We're just calling it what it is.
Dude, that's what they call it.
I'm calling it how it is.
I know, but hearing it from you guys, I keep.
Look, man.
Look at Suiken's background, Ricky. Do you think he's gonna be able to get out of his mind at all?
No, but
exactly.
I'm not talking about a dog here, all right? It's like I'm talking about a Tekken character.
You think they're gonna add a dog character, bro?
Oh, dude,
they've had dinosaurs and kangaroos. It might be a dog in heat.
Oh my god! Last season heat. Oh my god! Heat smashing and dashing.
They're getting rid of all the animals just because they don't want that.
Coming in heat.
Yeller, geez.
Oh damn! Lassie's a guest character in Tekken 8.
Oh, look at that Baldo, half dog, half wolf coming in with that heat.
They already had Leroy in the background and
Goofy from the Disney movies coming in with heat.
Bro, Leroy in heat is gonna use sugar.
Leroy,
that'd be sick. Attack,
dude. Leroy's
sugar
right
attacks
there.
in heat.
Dude, Leroy's right there in the background. Look in the statue.
Yeah, look right there. Yeah, see,
with sugar.
Yeah,
with sugar.
100%.
Also, a lot of Violet System references. So people are thinking maybe Kombat.
I didn't even see that. I see it right there. Yeah.
If you think about it, right?
Oh,
Leroy being in a statue state like that is usually they don't make
dead,
statues.
right? He's a
Unless
memorial.
Or he's a hero.
Unless he's a hero, which means he probably saved during the timeline some story where he sacrificed himself.
No,
he doesn't be sacrificed. He can just be the hero.
I thought he was dead. You don't make a memorial statue of Captain America unless he's dead, right? Or they thought he was.
No. I said that's his memorial for the ass beating he gave out at EVO Japan that one year. So they built him a statue right next to Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant outside of Staples Center.
Like, damn, that's awesome.
But if
you're so cool.
The stage that you see before you, right? This looks like Times Square. Like right. So I don't know. I think this is his hometown, man.
He's
celebrating how awesome he did.
East, and now I know what I must do. I guess he did it in the 6 months.
Please don't do that.
You know,
is he still alive? You know, like
he's still
yes,
he's
dude,
still
he's
alive.
been fighting for the greater good, bro. People like that, so they put a statue of him.
Look, yeah,
How many
they were not.
statues have we seen of Tekken characters in the background though? See?
Heihachi's been in plenty of statues.
And guess where that dude is right now?
He was alive in every game. That's right.
He was alive in every other game prior to
dude,
this.
they even have,
Leroy
like,
is not
beauty
dead.
He's also been
products,
dead
let's
and
say
come back in
Leroy.
the same game too.
Did you guys see this too? I was like, is this a brand new Tekken 8 character?
That's what I was saying.
James
Yeah, I was saying.
Rival. His name is James Rival.
Oh, I didn't see the name up there. Interesting.
James Rival.
Could be a new character. Yeah.
I hope he's not a new character.
He looks like the
I hope-
Luke, man, where he's just like a generic MMA like fighter dude, you know. That's kind of
He's
what
probably
he
like Dan.
He looks like some guy that would be in Death by Degrees, and I'm already hating him.
Yeah, he looks like some Shin Kamiya shit. You know, like
I think you guys are overthinking this like whole like background. This
I don't know, man.
I don't
that guy's
think we
just bad.
are.
Motherfucker, you just said Leroy's dead. You're the one overthinking shit, okay?
It's a character. This guy we know. We know Leroy though.
Yeah, but
This is the
Leroy ain't
background.
dead, bro. Leroy ain't dead. They wouldn't make Sugar a statue if Sugar was dead. I don't know if Sugar's a boy or girl either, but
It's a
Sugar
girl.
is
Yeah,
not dead
Sugar's
either.
a girl. Confirmed a girl. She's in heat.
God.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Can't wait.
Jeez. Now, let me take this Cammy poster down, dog.
Dude, the electric looks so
You would put a
sick.
picture of Sugar back there instead.
Go ahead, Mike.
Dude, doesn't
Get
the,
already.
doesn't the electric look like Street Fighter Cross Tekken electric, where it's like
Yeah.
the whole
From the
The whole
bottom,
thing.
yeah,
right?
the whole
Yeah.
I
thing.
saw that clip.
It's like, dude, that
Yeah.
shit looks sick.
I do
interesting.
like I do like the electrics being a little bit more pronounced, just for viewers to understand like how sick it is. But I also am a little worried that might just be the automatic electric.
The what?
Like just like
Auto
you have
combo.
like a electric, just like only you don't have a windy god fist anymore.
Whoa.
Who knows?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean,
I don't see that being a thing, honestly. But
That'd
it's
be
one of those things where
cheap. What the fuck? Wendy's
I
are
am
all
always
electrics?
Noise when I see Kazuya run.
Dude, if Kazuya's Wendy's are electrics in the next game, I'm a Kazuya main. Holy shit.
what if they just look electric, but then the real electric has like a red thing in it too, a little bit?
you gotta
Oh,
pay
no,
more
that's-
attention.
No, that's how they did it in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Like, he still had like the little bit of purple stuff when you got the Wendy, but when you got the electric version, it came up from the ground like you
Ground,
did from-
yeah. They could do
Yeah.
something like that. That'd be cool.
It definitely is not a idea that I think is happening. Just something I just thought of right now because I'm trying to talk.
It looks pretty.
You're
though.
so useful on these.
Thank you.
Mm.
No, his electric looks so giant though that I'm thinking like, dude, the hitbox must be at the floor.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like it,
electric
yeah.
combos look like they could be
They
crazy.
finally have the spark like indicating where the hitbox is for the whole electric now. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this about this trailer, right? Like, compared to my initial impressions of Tekken 8 before this, I think that this game's combo variety, combo expression,
Sick.
combo optimization is all going to be so much higher than Tekken 7. I think that's
Yeah.
the coolest thing about Tekken 8 to me. Because, like,
Haven't you
the
seen that
wall.
tweet? Combo
Yeah, I
expression
did,
is
I
just a
did.
myth.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking
Mhm.
moron. But look,
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
this part right here, right? The wall resplat thing here, it looks like it's off a screw, right? So it looks like maybe like you can use a screw attack at the wall now, which you couldn't do in
Dude,
Tekken 7.
Why not both with the heat burst
Right.
too? This thing, you
And
could
so-
use both the extenders.
So yeah, maybe you could use both, right, at the wall. Or we don't know what all the rules are going to be yet, but the fact
Right.
that you have like a regular screw, you've got this bound off the heat, you've got the wall resplat now off the screw as well. The flippy bounce thing, which is like the heat cancel one, this one, right? That's like a dash cancel where you get like
That's
a bound
heat
that flips
dash.
them up.
Yeah. It
Yeah, so
changes
that one-
certain move properties.
Ricky's
like-
got
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Paul has the jumping one, right? The L4
Yep.
or whatever that is.
Mhm.
So like the fact that there's like basically 3 types of combo extensions now, plus we know at the wall you can do one of them, which you couldn't do in Tekken 7, right?
For
so
sure.
if
Yep.
you guys, for those of you guys
Wall
who don't
bound,
know,
basically, yep.
right, yeah, back in Tekken 6, before it had screw attack, it was bound, and that was your combo extension, and you could either use it early to get to the wall, or you could save it for the wall, right? So it looks like that idea is coming back in Tekken 8 from
Yep.
what we've seen here. Looks like it. We'll see.
Now,
That's cool.
one of my questions too is also because Tekken 7, because they switched from bound to the screw as the combo extender, and the combo extender in this game looks completely different too from the other 2 games. They do like a flip in a half like animation,
Yeah.
and then they kind of like flop right in front of you, right? Instead of like the screw where it sends them farther away. It seems like it has less wall carry, but you could also, like we've seen from this trailer, that's new information. You could actually use that combo extender on the wall. My only other question is can you also do it after low parry? Because that feels like it was such a big change, because it's like something they flip-flopped on, you know? It's like they had it for 6.0, and then they're like, no, it's too strong. Take it out for BR, right? Bloodline Rebellion, aka the console version. And then they kept it the same since then for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And then for Tekken 7.0 even, they brought that shit back where you could use the combo extender after your low parry. My question is, now that wall bound or wall screw or wall flip, whatever you want to call this new combo extender is back, can you do it after low parry too? That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I think the better question is, what do you guys want?
I would like it gone, I think.
As far as I can tell, the combo damage, at least, these are sample combos, so they're not trying to go for max damage, right? But from the footage that we have seen, damage doesn't seem to be too high.
It seems heavily scaled, from like the showcase.
Yeah. So I don't know, like, I guess maybe I don't really care if it's there or not. But I would probably say I think I would like it to go back to the 6-way where you couldn't use it again. Just give it a little variety, and also kind of limit the carry, I guess, of a low parry. But I mean, if you did that, maybe low parries would get replaced, because low parry combos might do so little damage that might not even be worth. Who knows?
I just had a thought. Like, how we have Heat Burst now as the Tekken 6 bound, right? But you have to use your heat resource for it.
Yeah,
you could use that for low parry if you want to extend your combo for damage,
but not the regular screw attack.
And that also ties into like the lower overall combo damage altogether. If you really want to get big combo damage, use your resource. But then you can't use it any other time. So it's like it feels like a lot of like from what they're showing us is like kind of showing us how like Tekken 8 is going to play out.
I think that for me, like low parries in Tekken 7 are too overpowered. Like because of the wall carry you get out of it, plus the wall combo, balcony break, whatever after, right? Like the potential out of a low parry is so good in so many cases, right? But I think that your idea right now is a very good idea. I don't know if they're going to do it, but I hope that is what they do. So if anyone from Bandai Namco is watching, I think that the general consensus here is, the full combo route should not be available from a low parry. I think, and the thing is, in this game, it looks like the stages are much larger, right?
That's good.
So even if you have the full combo route, like you might not end up there, but I still think even with the larger stage, I still don't want it, because you're going to end up closer to the wall. Then you can just randomly low parry
after
shit.
People
get there, right?
start optimizing and shit too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that what you suggested there about, being forced to do the heat bound, if you want to call it that, to extend your low parry combos, if that's the only way to extend a low parry combo, I think I like that idea.
Yeah, I think
right now with the limited stuff that we've seen,
Right. Yeah. Because if you have your new that flip bound right there, that crouch dash one looks super cool. Like, this combo is super cool.
Can you do that flip bound combo into a heat bound into a screw attack?
Yeah.
Yes. So if that's all possible, then I hella don't want all that possible from a low parry. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, they showed that in the Nina trailer. She did launch into heat bound, into new bound, into ender. Yeah, they definitely showed those combos off. And then they're showing like one right here too, kind of without the screw part. But here's the heat engager. Like this is the interesting too. Like so far, the new flip bound, everything seems like it happened after like an uppercut type move. They like pop them up, they flip, and then they go like that, right? But like this is the most interesting one I think I've seen so far. This combo down four. This is the crazy part too. Like the rebounds at the wall, the twin pistons. He's in base form, right? Regular Kazuya.
And
he has devil Kazuya.
Down forward. Yeah, well, that was his old down forward one too, right? His one from like Tekken 5,
mid
hot, and then in double
he had that in Tekken 4 too, right?
Think so, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. In devil form, he has the old one though. It's the mid high, but it's obviously you could dash cancel it, heat dash cancel it. And then this is the interesting thing. Like a forward hitting move, down forward 3-2-1, also does flip bound. I'm like,
that's weird.
That's like Steve Albatross 2 doing a flip bound, or like Law 4-4-2-1-3 doing a flip bound on the last hit.
Weird.
I think the ways, at least it looks like to me, is like it doesn't seem like it's a universal like bound or screw. It feels like it's like a flip off of random moves that I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Because they haven't said anything about the combo system yet, right? So it's like it's just kind of like these are almost like fillers, and that's it. It's like there's nothing to say about it as in terms of technique in Tekken, because it just feels like they're all kind of unique in their own ways. That I don't know, maybe they'll call the string something itself, like combo extender string or something, because none of these things seem to be very consistent with each other. Like
it seems hard to describe.
Yeah, because you have one that likes to bounce. You have the Kazuya one with the uppercut, but then that one with the punch. You know, and all animations are all different the way they get hit. So that's the only confusing part. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out, because they haven't said anything about it really.
Yeah.
So
there it is, right there.
So interesting though.
And there it is at the wall.
This one. Yeah, the wall one's so
for
weird
the
too.
resplat. Yeah, that's super interesting. Super.
I like that part the most.
The re-wall
that to me, so the re-wall splat thing is the most interesting thing to me that I've seen in this game so far. Like this bound thing returning is like, okay, it's like a throwback thing, but the wall resplat is like, oh, there's something new to play with now.
Yeah.
You know, like everything else I've kind of done in Tekken before, I feel like.
Does that high re-wall splat, like, does it actually splat high so you can get like a power hit?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah, and I also want to mention like the destruction on the stage too. Like every hit
the thing
is
behind
breaking,
it breaks it up.
Every hit's breaking on that.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even notice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like when I first saw it break, I was like, is that opening the stage? And I was like, no, it doesn't. It's just breaking shit. That's cool.
Another thing.
Also, there's people back there. You know, people in the stage. We haven't seen that since a while.
There's a daytime and nighttime version of this stage too, like how Tekken 7 stages transition as well.
Yeah.
But then also, like, I wanted to talk about the new bound. It seems like, unlike Tekken 7 right now, you know how like Screw sends them sideways and kind of far away, right? So it does naturally more wall carry, especially with the more amount of hits, right?
Yeah.
It seems like with the flip bound though, it also reduces a little bit of that wall carry naturally because they're like a lot closer and they kind of just flop right in front of you.
But see, that's why I was asking if you can do all that shit in one combo, because if you can do multiple things, then
because the heat dashes and shit,
yeah, and then the stages are larger because of that, probably, right? Like you can use multiple of these mechanics for your combo, which, you know, I don't know if I like it that much or dislike it, whatever. It's gonna be interesting. It's the most interesting thing to me about this whole thing is comparing Street Fighter 6 to Tekken 8, because in Street Fighter 6 everything is drive this, drive that, and Tekken is all heat this, heat that, you know. So, and they both have it available at the start of the round. Yeah. And yeah, they're both very confusing because you end up saying, like, is that your drive what now? Your drive, is that the drive impact or the drive rush? What?
I called the heat dash in this game drive rush so many times already.
Of course. Yeah. Bro, that's the heat rush, dude.
Yeah, I was listening to Rip trying to explain a situation earlier and I was laughing my ass off. All he kept saying was heat something, heat,
of course.
Heat that. And I'm just hearing it and I'm like, I was trying to process everything you were saying, but it sounded foreign.
I agree.
Because that's how it is.
Like,
right now.
I'm streaming whatever, I'm talking whatever shit. Mike's in the chat, and I'm calling the heat things wrong, and Mike's like, "Come on, bro!" I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's confusing. There's like a billion things to look at here." It's like we haven't even played this shit, you know? Like, come on.
He's talking shit. He's still calling it drive rush or whatever.
I know.
Drive rush. Yeah, I'm definitely.
We all fuck it up, man, because it's so hard. Like I'm calling everything drive. I'm gonna be calling everything drive up for this year because it's Street Fighter 6 year, right? So everything's gonna be a drive until I play Tekken 8.
Dude, I hella been accidentally calling that shit drive this, drive that. It's just like the mechanics are like somewhat similar too, right? It's like, do a low forward into drive rush, you know, cancel the recovery of the move to get advantage. This game, it has heat dash, you know, death this heat dash, kind of like same idea. So
drive engage.
Drive engage as well, which is different. Yeah, there's like so many different things. And then the fact that they're like also like similar naming convention as well. It's just like Street Fighter's all drive, Tekken's all heat, and they all have rush, dash, smash. You know, it's just like it gets confusing.
Hella confusing. Yeah,
it does. But
I feel like, you know, for like new players, they want this to be the thing that helps new players, right? Like I went back and I was watching their finals video where they described all the mechanics of heat again, and in that video they're talking about how they want all these different heat engagers to be like what you would see on an arcade cabinet. Like these are 5 moves. Like back in the day when you went to like playing the arcade, you'd see like Tekken 3 because like Forest Law, these are 5 moves. So now they want these 5 heat engagers to be like those moves. So when you're a new player, you're like, what are those 5 moves? Boom, now I got some core moves to use and it's gonna look cool. I can do fancy looking stuff, right? But at the highest level of the game, you're gonna need to optimize all of this shit to really separate yourself, right, from the other top players. But I think that the gap between the new player and the top player is gonna grow because of this. You know, because I think that for a new player to learn all this shit and absorb it, it's going to be very difficult. Yeah. So it's like, on one hand, it makes it easier for them to access the game. Yeah. But in like online play, you're going to get fucked up by people who know what they're doing, I think.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I like that a little bit.
But at least there'll be
that's Tekken and Street Fighter and Street Fighter 6. I think
at least there'll be like flashy stuff happening in both games. You know, in Street Fighter, you have like your drive impact with all this fucking paint and shit coming out all over the place, and then in this game you have your R1 button, which does like the heat burst. Press it again when you have heat, and then you does heat smash, and like the rainbow comes out, and like you do like an EX.
I have no idea what Mike's talking about. See, but see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's described everything correct. I think. I'm assuming. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is definitely confusing, but well,
I'm just mad that you brought up the heat button being one button now.
We lose the bind. Like, we kind of talked about that last time too, but then it's like that does change up a lot if they don't fix the 1+2 situation.
Yes, they have to fix that now. Yeah,
just playing tag 2 and then hitting tag when I want to do 1+2 is the saddest. It's the saddest shit ever, man.
I mean,
I'm like,
I have 2 binds. Tag out. I definitely bind 1+2 and 3+4.
3+4. Yep.
I have for the entire history of Tekken 7 used the Rage Art button, right? And that button now is not the same button. That's your drive button now, not the Rage Art button now. So every time I'm going to want to Rage Art, I'm going to hit drive instead now. I'm going to have to relearn the whole thing that they've taught. And that's just not me. That's like the default button layout. So that's the majority of people who use default button layout in Tekken 7. Your Rage Art button will move now.
Yeah, Rage Art, at least you have the unified command if you want to do it manually, down for 1+2. But
what does that mean?
Tekken 8 is a 5-button game minimum because we have to have that R1 heat burst, you know. So it's just, they haven't said that there's a manual command for that move or like so you have to play
universal command either, right? Yeah. It's a 5-button game.
It's a 5-button game.
Interesting.
Gross.
I have to learn how to play without button binds.
Oh, that's that dude. You know,
and they need to learn to make a game that doesn't require button binds. I think that's the bigger thing, dude. Because it drives me crazy.
In Tekken, like the double button inputs in Tekken 7, I even have like footage of me doing forward 2-1 with Steve in practice mode, and it like registers as 1+2 together. Sometimes I'm just tech rolling, and then I have a 1+2 character, and it stores my inputs, and it does give me a Rage Art after tech roll. I'm just like
same.
There's like so many weird things happening with these inputs.
A lot of input things need to be cleaned up in their game.
I've had this issue since Tekken 6. So
really?
Like Rage Arts in Tekken 6?
No, not Rage Arts. It's just double button inputs in general.
Really?
Tekken 6? Yeah, I've had that. It's Ganryu specifically because he has so many 1+2s and 3+4 buttons. So it's like if you fuck things up and you get down 1, 2 in Tekken 6 was annoying as hell because that's a death punch when I'm trying to do down 1+2.
Yeah.
So, you know, things like that always
I didn't notice it, but even if that's the case, now's the time to fix it. Please fix it. I think that's the bigger thing here, right? Because double button inputs are so important in this game. In so many different ways, and not just double button inputs. Like, you know, Law's freaking what is it? Forward, 3+4 to grab.
You
bring dude, that shit kills me, man. Come on, dude. I'm hitting both goddamn buttons, even when I use the button bind. Forward, 3+4 turns into forward, 3. Come on.
I thought that shit was the funniest shit when they fixed it for Lee, and they didn't fix it.
They did fix it for Law. Come on.
That was just a sign, man. It's just like, hey, man, you want that move? Go play. And the funny thing too is at least 4-4-3 is so much better than Laws anyway.
So much. It's not Laws punishable. Laws is like, fix Laws.
I just love that. It's just, fuck you.
Dude, I remember seeing that patch note, and I was just like, oh really? They finally fixed that for Lee. I wonder if they fixed it for Law. Nope.
Same thing went through my head.
Oh, that's funny.
Times.
Yeah, it's just like how Tekken, like the system registers inputs and stuff, like that case specifically 4-4 3+4 throw with Law. Yeah, like he still only has a forward stored in there. But for some reason, after holding it for like somewhat, like after a certain frame, it's like, oh, you held that forward for too long. It's going to turn into a 4-4-3 now. But they fixed that for Lee. You know, now they fixed that for Lee, and it actually gives him the 4-4-3 plus 4 throw. But for Law, he gets a launch punishable dragon cannon. At least it's a power crush, but
I mean, that's the worst part, actually. Because they made a power crush, now he's got all these white sparkles. People are like, oh, I can launch that. You know, before, it would just come out. Like, whatever.
It's just all bad for Law. It's just more reasons. Oh, you know, another thing that, you know, now that we said power crush, that kind of made me think about this shit. What do you guys think about this? This is because this is definitely Kazuya's forward 1+2.
What are you talking about?
This move.
Oh.
This move
forward
from
off the side step?
That's sidestep 1, right?
That looks like sidestep 1 to me.
Sidestep 1, yeah. Because he
it?
sidestep. He moves.
Yeah, he moves. I think it looks like a sidestep attack to me.
Yeah. Look at it. Look at the
You
feet.
guys
as soon as I saw it, I thought
I saw the
attack.
feet. Watch right there. See?
Go before it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still do forward 1+2 after a sidestep, but
yeah, but it seems more
forward
unlikely
1+2.
See? Right there. See? It's sidestep.
I've obviously, but
yeah, I understand what you. What's the point of the move that you wanted to talk about?
The point is, if this is forward 1+2, this is currently a wall bounce, and then the thing doesn't wall bounce anymore. They do like a Dragon Ball slide away now, and I'm thinking, what if it's attached to the wall itself? You know, now because we saw the wall explosion with the King's example from the second trailer. You know how like King does
into it and explodes.
4-2-1 wall explosion, and it kind of does like the wall bounce. In you know, it's practically works the same as wall bounce right now. But like, what if they got rid of wall bounce and then just reworked it for the wall to be an actual explosion for you to get the bounce? You know,
I'd probably think that that's what they did. I don't think that there is a wall bounce anymore.
Yeah. I all I see is sidestep 1. That's all.
I think it's weird for it to get a sidestep 1 move, but okay,
it is
maybe. Yeah,
because then he can't sidestep jab. Can you imagine that? Because you can't sidestep jab anymore.
You can still do sidestep forward 1. So yeah.
Or maybe it's out of his like misstep 1.
Ew, giving him misstep moves, like actual misstep moves. I don't.
Why does he have it? He only had. Well, you want a 13? Oh, what? It only exists for 13 frame electrics, and that's it.
Yeah. And I think there's some
I like that idea, Ricky.
Damn.
It's just weird that misstep exists for that character, and it's always existed, and it's just. And the fact that the direction he steps is just dependent on what frame you decided to press forward on.
I heard it's like odd or even. Like odd is one way, or even's the other way. I'm just like, hell, like why does it exist like that, dude? But then I guess that was the only way to like sidestep in those previous games, right? Like Tekken 2 and stuff, because there was no actual sidestep in the game because Yo was the only one with misstep. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if that's how they implemented sidesteps in Tekken? You need an odd tap forward
frame
to sidestep left. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Damn, he got the even frame. He's dead.
Gotta kill the frames. Gotta kill the frames.
He stepped the wrong way, bro. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think we have any other news. Was there? Like,
can I ask you guys a question then?
Yeah, of course.
Do you guys think that they're gonna make trailers for other characters now? Because
yes.
So you think they're gonna make one for Jack, for King, for Paul,
everybody? Yeah, I want it. I want it.
Yeah, I hope that that's what they do, because it's a good way to not only to show off the character, but show off a stage, show off some music, right? Because we even heard new music in the old one, so I think it's a good idea. And you get to hear the crazy Pride lady announce someone else again.
Yeah, you mean the dude that everyone's talking about online?
Shut the fuck up, man. She is a lady, and
I like it. I'm just saying that to all the people online they don't know.
Z the CEO, put some respect on my lady's name. All right?
Yeah, it considered Rabu.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I like it. I definitely I like the change of like the audio stuff. So I mean,
I like that they dropped it out of nowhere for us. You know, it's just like, oh, what the hell? There's not even an event, and we get a Kazuya trailer. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, if you watch Pride, you recognize her right away, right? Sure. Yeah, because I know I did. I was like, hey, is that the lady from Pride? Yeah, but everyone else was like, what's going on here? Who's this? Like, why would they do that? You know? And I was like, oh.
Okay.
Tekken! do you think she's gonna be the official announcer in this game,
bro? What if she's in Japan for
She is in Japan. No, she
no,
I
no,
mean
like
for EVO Japan or
for
something.
EVO Japan is what I'm.
She
trying
probably
to-
will be because
that'd be
she's
good.
done
Yeah.
she's done a ton of well, maybe she might not work for EVO Japan, but she's done a ton of Tekken World Tour events. You know, of like
Damn.
announcing that she does announcements for all the MMA events in Japan too.
Yeah.
So it's like she's good. She's involved in the scene. In
Tasty
that
Steve's
regard.
out of a job, bro.
Bro. What
Make some noise!
Her voice technically is still in Tekken. In Tekken 7, some of her grunts are still in
really?
it as Anna because she
Yeah,
voiced
yeah.
Anna. In
That's right,
Tekken
that's
5.
true.
Oh, what the
Mhm.
fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
the voice actor.
So not in Tekken 7. Tekken 7 she has a new voice, but the grunts that they use from like she
I
still
see,
has the same
fighting when she's
in-game-
actually like fighting and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and that's still the same sounds that they use in Tekken 5. And that's
Crazy.
when she announced when she was what's everyone's favorite cutscene from Tekken 5, the Marduk Anna scene.
I always get what
I want.
Yep,
That's not flying anymore.
Yeah.
dude. Speaking of what's flying, like, why the hell is erection trending? With Jury
Why
and
you
Cammy?
bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up,
Dude,
but I saw
Don't click it, Mike.
Why?
It's on my
of
screen.
course. But why
No,
is it
Mike is-
there with Cammy and Jury? You know,
I think it makes perfect sense, Mike.
Yeah.
We all want you at the beginning of this
Don't
podcast.
click it.
fair. That
There's
Cammy,
a reason why
man,
you-
got people acting
Yeah.
up, bro. I can't. I'm not gonna deny it. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Tekken 8. I can't wait to see more character trailers. And that's dope because it's like they already showed all these characters, and it's just like they haven't got their own full blown trailer. And Kazuya getting one is just like, damn. Everyone's like, I can't wait for the King one. I can't wait for the Jack one.
I saw someone mention, like, do you think they'll put all the trailers out before EVO Japan? Like, as in these are the characters that'll be available at EVO Japan for the closed alpha test, or do you want to show all these characters
Ooh.
before then? Because then we could get one per week or something, right? Because EVO Japan is about 4 or 5 weeks away. There's about that many characters that we've seen so far.
You think the build would have Nina in it since they just
I have no
announced
idea.
her?
Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to show in the build or anything, right?
But I guess realistically, they just announced everyone. So
Yeah.
it's like, it is kind of confusing as to who
like
would
Nina
actually
is
be
the
in game.
newest character added in, right?
Yeah.
But like
Mm.
the build, who knows what's going to be in it? But there's only, even with Nina, there's only what, like 6 maybe?
Jin, Kazuya, Law Paul, Jack, King, Nina.
So
Lars.
7.
Lars 8.
Oh yeah,
Lars,
eight.
yeah, 8.
Okay. Yeah.
First 8.
So they probably don't have time to do one per week for EVO Japan.
And they announced Jun, but they haven't shown anything except the
Yeah.
rage art and like
Right.
little
That's-
glimpses of her stage and maybe an intro with the bird, on her stage.
And when are they gonna show her?
Mhm.
I think
She
that's a big
seems-
one. I think that's like an EVO one or something.
Yeah, that seems like EVO Japanish, right?
Yeah.
That's a good
EVO
one.
Japan? I was thinking EVO Vegas, bro.
Oh,
No, I
Jun
think
could be
I
Evil
think Evil-
Japan.
No.
Yeah,
EVO
I
Japan
think
seems
Evo
sooner
Japan.
because they already announced her, so it's not like a big
Yeah.
shock, right?
True,
Yeah.
true.
Big Evo is when you announce, Akuma again.
No, that trailer was pretty fucking hype though. I gotta say, like,
Yeah.
That's easily the best reveal I've ever seen.
dude, that
Awesome,
trailer
yeah.
was fucking crazy. Just like,
Yep.
who
If
could
only
that
we
be?
knew.
Like, and then he just shows his back after like the bombs are coming down, and then the city gets blown up, and it's like, oh my god, it's fucking Akuma. Like, that shit was crazy. But man, if we only had this foresight now, it's like, son of a bitch, winning another TWT again. God damn it. Get
2
rid
in
of
a
this
row,
fucker.
Akuma.
Get rid of him. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff, man. Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. A lot of stuff. EVO announcement. We have the Cammy reveal, Zangief, the Capcom Cup
Lily.
prize pool, Lily as well for Street Fighter 6. Yeah.
Wait,
a
so
lot of
they
stuff.
said that that's the base roster for Street Fighter 6, I think, right? Even though
this is the final
technically-
character. Damn, we get to watch the trailer again. Let's watch it again.
The
technically there are more characters that they haven't. That
there are
they've,
DLC
technically
characters, but I think the
announced.
DLC also leaked too forever
Yeah,
ago.
right. So like
Yeah.
I remember seeing Akuma, I think,
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
and he's
I
not here
saw
yet.
Akuma.
So
Yep.
I don't remember who else is in there, but
I forgot to.
either way,
But
I
yeah.
think for the base roster, it's a pretty good base
Rashid in
roster.
there too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Rashid. I think it's a good base roster, and I think DLC
Yeah.
DLC returning characters is a better idea, just because it's like it's a returning character. People don't need to relearn everything or learn a new character from the ground up.
Oh, you know,
And
what's
it also
kinda
brings old people back.
crazy, though, in this game. Like, we haven't really talked about it, but with all the new drive systems being like universal, like what the fuck is a grappler gonna do with drive rush, dude? Like that sounds crazy.
Crazy.
There was no grappler at all in the first two betas. It was the same cast of characters even in the second beta because like the crack, you know. So they didn't want. That sounds scary, dude. Like Zangief
maybe
flow forward, drive rush into SPD. Like
maybe the rush won't go far.
That could be that could be a cool way to balance it. That's true.
Maybe they just don't have a dash. The only dash is rush.
Only drive rush to dash is damn.
Whoa.
I really like Lily, like the character.
I think
right
overall, I'll give Street Fighter 6. All the characters aside from Ken look sweet. Ken looks like a
I can't
trash
believe they
bag.
did that to Ken, dude. That's
or
so sad.
Ken, yeah.
It represents the character well. Look at the player base.
You didn't even say the Ken player base. You said the player base.
Just the player base.
I meant to say the Ken player base.
I know what you meant, but that's not what you said.
But saying the player base makes it much better because now everyone's at fault.
Zangief's standing roundhouse is literally broken.
What a dick.
Every week.
Damn, She-Hawk. I like that name.
That's pretty good.
Dude, I mean, every one of these characters do look pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
I think they did her really well.
They did all the characters very well, I think, so far from what I've seen. The only one that's weird to me is the French girl, Manon.
Yeah,
like that's the only animation-wise I feel like doesn't look like it's right to me. But she comes out.
She looks strangely lengthy, you know. Like how we say you have gangly fingers. She has like gangly everything, you know.
Yeah, it's like that.
Is she a grappler too though? Because she's like
she's supposed to be like Abel.
She's like judo, right?
Yeah.
Did someone say Abel?
Yeah, the Abel replacement, female Abel. That's what a lot of people were saying.
That's what she is. Yeah.
That's crazy. Abel only appeared in one game.
One game, yeah.
I mean, he was in the story mode 4 or 5, but
that don't count.
That don't count.
Yeah.
Wasn't he playable?
Part you wanted, Mike.
Dude, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Capcom, you're doing pretty well, man. Keep it up.
Great design, extra money.
Bro. The new outfits.
Yeah.
You know, Capcom, let me tell you right now, if you guys want to make a lot of money, just create a fake TikTok account with the Cammy.
Bro.
You'll make millions.
The super animation and the low camera angles, you know, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Holy fuck. That is crazy. Woo. Capcom. So $1 million,
Mike's doing
huh?
after this.
Yeah.
$1 million.
He's out of breath right now, guy.
Woo. $1 million Cammy player, huh? What? Nah, Cammy's too distracting. I don't think MYK can win $1 million as a Cammy main.
That's true. That is ridiculous.
You're gonna need that DLC Cammy outfit where she's like dressed normally.
Dude, they did it so good.
With her ass out.
That is crazy. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it all for BOOMcast this week.
Yes, sir.
Where's your guys' follow me at, I guess? Where can the guys find you at? Suiken?
Ricky.
Okay. I guess I'll go first, whatever.
Mike.
You guys
Mike's still not going to say a name. God damn it.
Yeah. Did he even introduce us this time?
Nope.
No,
I don't think so. It's fine.
I was waiting for it. I guess it'll work. You guys can find me on Instagram at Suiken User. You also can find me on Twitter at TK Suiken.
Woo woo. And then
let me go, because I already said something. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Ricksteezy, RICKSTEEZY. That's 3 E's. Get it right.
That's right. Level up your game. Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. We Paul on Twitter and YouTube.
Oh man.
I think that's it.
Nice.
What? No old ass boomer on TikTok?
Old ass boomer on TikTok. Hey, I might put up TikToks. Check that shit out. Old ass boomer.
Nice.
They're probably gonna ban my account.
Damn, what do you want to do? Shit.
Wait till you see my content.
I don't like the way you're moving your fingers like that.
I know. Don't
move them like Manon.
Your fingers are not content.
Don't forget to follow Matt OnlyFans as well. Coming soon.
Only fingers.
Maybe I might open an OnlyFans account. You guys never know.
Dude, only fingers or the hot foot streams are actually coming in. Like, ooh. Might be time.
Finally.
But yeah,
Right.
the name is
Come on.
MYK for me for everything Twitch, Twitter, and I don't really use anything else, but I guess, yeah. But yeah, we have bitch callings left. You guys have any bitch callings? I think the last BOOMcast was only like 2-3 weeks ago. So it feels like it hasn't even been that long, right? Like, does anything even happen?
I mean, it's close to close, bro.
If you do.
What's happened?
I don't know.
Rumble versus Dead, apparently.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll say whoever, all these people that are writing articles about Rumbleverse now say that it's a good game. It's just dying and it's gonna die later this week. Those guys are bitches. Why are you writing about a dead game? Play that game when it's at least trying to be alive.
Damn. Appreciate the games that when they're around. I get it. That's a good moral of the story.
They come in so late. It's like, well, this game is actually pretty sick. It has a nice take on the battle royale thing, and it's gone in a couple days. See ya.
Nice.
Yeah, and Chad,
thank you for reading my article.
Chad actually wrote my bitch calling, so I'm gonna say it. It's I know a lot of the people who work at EVO and stuff, right? And I don't know who made the decision this time and why they made the decision or why the consensus came to finalize on that decision. But I am not a fan of the EVO top 6, right? It's as a player who has made multiple EVO top 8s, like it's super prestigious to me. And even when I was doing the TWT intro for the finals this year, I said, like, there's nothing more prestigious to the FGC than qualifying for a top 8, right? Like the history, the history and the nostalgia in the FGC for the past 20 years. For the past 20 years has been to make top 8, right? And now it's top 6.
Now, yeah.
It's very different. And I don't see the real benefit of it. Like, yes, EVO runs long, right? It always has. Maybe you have to cut out one game from being in the arena versus outside the arena.
3.5 hour more combat,
Sure. I mean, like, whatever it is, right? Like, it's not a good enough reason for me to justify taking off there. So the only reason I feel like you're trying to do that is to squeeze one more game into the arena. In which case, if you're doing that, it feels like you're only doing that to try to get like more sponsors to pay for that spot in the arena or something. And so to me, that feels like a business decision, not a player-based decision. You're not doing this for the players. You're taking away from the players. Like, yeah, you're increasing the payouts for the top 6, but at the same time, the payouts were bigger anyway. Like, everyone was going to get paid more for this top 8 anyway because they have $25,000 per game. So to me, this does not feel like a decision for the players, and that's what bothers me about it. So whoever was involved in finalizing that, you're the bitch this week. I'm sorry.
That's a good one. That's honestly I might have to double down on that one.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna agree on that.
Pretty fucking good, man.
We're pretty much. I mean, we're old school, so I mean, we've been always like when we started learning the game, we were thinking top 8 was the most prestigious thing to make at EVO, and it's continued on. And everyone says it. They say, "Oh man, I want to make top 8. I want to walk out on that big EVO stage, lights in my face, representing my, my city or whatever country." But yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. It makes me mad, but it's also sad to think that only 6 people are going to be able to do it now. So
yeah, and also just for like I think the defense of like, oh, but the top 6 gets paid more, but it's like, how much more? It's like you're barely getting paid more for cutting out those last 2 spots. It's just like, I thought we were trying to get more people paid out to like top 16 for these, but we're going the other way now. So, and it's crazy. It's just crazy because we have more.
I just hope that this means that this doesn't mean though that we're gonna get more first to 3s in all these tournaments.
That's like
hell no.
Like, dude, that's like totally like the reverse of what they were trying to do, right? Let's try to get more games in, but let's make it first to 3.
No way.
Here's the thing, all these damn new games now are the bitch. Capcom Cup is first to 3. I don't want to see Street Fighter 5 that
was a lot of Street Fighter to watch. Yeah,
I don't think Street Fighter players want to see that shit that much. First to 3s, I'd like they care about it when they're playing. They don't care about it when they're watching. At least most people, I would think, right? Unless you really love the game,
I mean, even Tekken with the first to 3s, once you get to winners, losers, grand final, that's starting to feel long to me now.
Like if the set's good, it's fine, but it's like when it's a beatdown, it's like we got to watch 3 games of this beatdown. It's like it sucks, but we got to do it. And God, it's like I'm worried like Mortal Kombat 11's like first to 7 or whatever. I have no idea what Street Fighter 6 is gonna do. I think they're gonna go first to 2 at EVO just because time. But like eventually that game's gonna be first to 3 because everyone's gonna bitch, and then it's gonna just
Street Fighter 6. You think it's gonna be first to 3?
I think they will.
Yeah, because they did it for Street Fighter
Oh,
5.
hell no,
And
man.
they're so used to
This is
they're
how
so
you-
used to Versa 3 now.
That's how you kill your game, man. We don't want another Street Fighter 5 scenario after 1 year. This shit needs all fighting games need to stay alive, man. Nobody needs to, that floating tide boat shit, like we need that shit to happen, not the other way around. Damn.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But all right, that's gonna do it for this week's Boomcast. Thank you guys all for tuning in. But yeah, fighting game, EVO, top 8.
$1 million. $1
million, a lot of stuff.
$1 million.
That shit is
Character based off the dog.
crazy.